Hi guys, Sportsia news briefs. Argentina go second in FIFA rankings after Messi's World Cup magic. Mendy shakes off discomfort and is back in training. Ronaldo has a side until 2030. MLS will have to wait for Luis Suarez. World Cup players in better form than Haaland, Guardiola. Enzo Fernandez a new hero. Now the news in detail. Argentina go second in FIFA rankings after Messi's World Cup magic. Argentina's World Cup triumph has moved them up to second in FIFA's world rankings, but Lionel Messi's Golden Ball winning exploits were not enough for top spot. La Albiceleste defeated France on penalties in a thrilling final that ended 3-3 after extra time at Qatar 2022, ending their 36-year wait for the sport's biggest prize. But despite it proving fifth time lucky for talisman Messi, it is Argentina's closest rivals Brazil who top the world rankings at the end of the year. The Selecao were knocked out in the quarter-finals following a penalty shootout loss to Croatia, but tight side hold onto their place at the summit. It ends a run of 4 consecutive years when Belgium have ended the calendar year as the world's top-ranked nation in men's international football, with the Red Devils dropping to 4th. Their descent allows France to move a place up the ladder, to sit third behind Argentina, while England round out the top 5 in an unchanged position. A shock loss to Morocco sees Spain slip down the list to 10th, with the African nation in 11th, while Croatia enjoy a major bump to go 7th at Denmark's expense. Indeed, Denmark suffer one of the biggest drops, down to 18th, with the Netherlands, Italy and Portugal rounding out the rest of the upper echelons. Other countries enduring slides down the rankings after poor World Cups include Germany, Uruguay and Wales, but there are boosts for Japan, Australia and Cameroon after impressive performances. Mendy shakes off discomfort and is back in training. Real Madrid trained for the 4th time this week. The Madrid side are preparing for the game against Valladolid on the 30th of December. On Thursday, the main news was that Carlo Ancelotti had Ferland Mendy back. Frenchman Ferland Mendy, who trained alone on Wednesday because of slight discomfort, got back to work on Thursday together with his teammates, getting back to normal form in Real Madrid's 4th training session of the week. After the physical tests which the squad went through, on Thursday, the side completed a training session with different exercises with the ball, with rondos, passing drills, mini-games and shots against the keeper. 6 World Cup players are still out: Brazilians Eder Militao, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Croatian Luka Modric and Frenchman Chouameni and Camavinga. Ronaldo has a side until 2030. Because of the lack of other interest, Cristiano Ronaldo has decided to go to Al Nassr, in Saudi Arabia. Marca claimed that his deal there will actually go on until 203. He will be a player at the club for the next 2.5 years, before becoming an ambassador. That means that, if he decides, he would finish his spell there when he's 45. It is only a matter of hours before Al Nassr make Cristiano Ronaldo's signing official. As claimed that the player had decided to go to the Saudi club recently. They were just waiting for him to sign officially. According to Marca, Al Nassr have reportedly already recognized the agreement. Therefore, he is one step closer, meaning we are just waiting for the official announcement. MLS will have to wait for Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez could have clarity over his future in a matter of days. The striker is about to end up at Grêmio, in Brazil, who were interested in signing him a few weeks ago. Globo Esporte claimed that the club are going to get in touch with the Uruguay international to think about getting him in. Suarez is aiming to have a stint somewhere else before going to the MLS in the United States. World Cup players in better form than Haaland, Guardiola. After the conclusion of the World Cup in Qatar 2022, teams are getting back to matches. For Manchester City, they go up against Liverpool this Thursday in the EFL Cup last 16. Before the game, Guardiola spoke to the press and talked about the international players' form compared to those who did not go, such as Haaland. They've had an incredible and once-in-a-lifetime experience. Luckily they'll come back, work hard, and in 4 years they'll have another chance in Canada, Mexico and USA, the coach started off by saying. Additionally, Pep continued along the same sort of line. The players who were at the World Cup are in better shape than those who stayed at home. Sergio Gomez, Erling Haaland, Riyad Mahrez and Cole have lost a bit of form compared to Rodri and Akanji. Enzo Fernandez, a new hero. Argentina's triumph at the FIFA World Cup will go down in the history books as Lionel Messi's crowning moment. However, the success is equally befitting to all the players on Lionel Scaloni's roster, every one of whom had a stellar showing. Enzo Fernandez is one such young star who shone the brightest in the Albicelestes campaign in Qatar. The midfielder started the event as a bench player for Scaloni but earned a starting spot in the knockouts courtesy of his high quality. In 7 World Cup appearances for Argentina, the youngster scored 1 goal and provided 1 assist. Further, he averaged a key pass, a shot, and close to 9 defensive actions per game. Eventually, he would walk up onto the podium to collect the FIFA Best Young Player of the Tournament award just weeks later. The 21-year-old's consistent displays on the biggest stage have left several European clubs dreaming of his signing. Real Madrid have shown an interest in Enzo Fernandez, as have Liverpool, with reports suggesting that the latter had a pre-agreement to sign him. However, according to reports from Pedro Sepulveda, Enzo Fernandez has not reached an agreement with any club so far, leaving the race wide open. Furthermore, there have been no official negotiations so far with his party. Real Madrid are also in the running for Fernandez's signing, alongside the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool. However, Benfica refused to negotiate a transfer fee for their star and demand his release clause of €120 million to part ways with him in January. Los Blancos do not intend to make any purchases in the winter window but will go after his signing if he is still available come June. Given that Jude Bellingham's transfer now looks increasingly unclear, Fernandez would be the ideal candidate in the long term for the midfield. There have been reports that Real Madrid could look to trigger the 21-year-old's release clause in January itself but sign him in the summer. Whether they decide to take that course of action or bide their time and keep pushing for Bellingham remains to be seen. For more sports updates, please keep watching our YouTube channel Sportsia or visit our Twitter